This thing is on. Hi everyone, and welcome to My Pink Bathtub Knits. My name is Diane. If you are new or if you are returning, all are welcome here. Today, we slept in. We were up very late watching the Olympics last night, watching all the recap. And I'm very excited about today's Olympics, which is Wednesday, because there is Taekwondo. There is a competitor named Skylar Park, who used to be a student of mine when I was a librarian in a high school. So I'm very excited to see her compete. She must be 25 years old now. So please check out Taekwondo later today to see how Skylar does. So today, talk about a little bit about my market making, what I've been up to with that, because now we are in crunch mode. We have just over 2 months before my first market. I have, I guess, a finished object, technically two, but it's two of the same thing, finished object to share with you. Some whips of just basically what I'm doing, which is mittens. And I have a little bit of acquisitions. And I think we're going to pick some apples later too. You can find me on all forms of social media, Facebook, Instagram. Well, not all forms because I don't TikTok. On here, my email address is mypinkbathtub@gmail.com. I am on Ravelry as MyPinkBathtub, and I have a Ko-fi account, which is linked below if you are interested in supporting my channel. So for those of you who are new, and there may be some of you that are, you're probably wondering, why is she called My Pink Bathtub? I just want you to know it does have nothing to do with knitting. Years ago, I went back to college. I decided to become a librarian. We called it library school. And I decided to sell my house, fund myself, not have any student debt, and go on a different career path. So while I was doing this, I had to look for an apartment, and I found this really sweet character apartment, not too far from the campus. It was very rent reduced, which was perfect for a student, a mature student. It was great. The only issue was it had a pink bathroom. The toilet was pink. The sink was pink. The bathtub was pink. Hideous. Now, I'm not against people who like pink. I just personally don't wear pink myself. So I thought, how am I going to do this? My friend convinced me, and I ended up embracing it as much as I could. And I would call up my friends and say to them, why don't you come on over to my new place and check it out? You've got to check out My Pink Bathtub. And that is how the name stuck. When I started selling my wares at markets around 10 years ago, I just was really gravitated to the name. My friend Jude's daughter is a graphic designer, so she did my logo, and the rest is history. So no, I don't sell bath bombs. So we've been doing a lot of Olympics around here. We've also been catching up on life around here a lot. Tubbs and I went out on a date, which was really fun. We went to the theater. The Fringe Festival was happening in the city of Winnipeg, which is, I believe, 2-week festival of theater in a whole bunch of different venues. One of Hubs's friends had wrote a play and was in a play, so we went to go see it. It was really quite good. Then we went out for dinner, so it was like date night. We also went to see our nephew's baseball game, which was a lot of fun just this past weekend. And we I've just been catching up on friends, went out for dinner with our neighbors. It's been nonstop fun around here. But the other day, the heat has finally broken because we had hail. Nothing was damaged in the very short hailstorm we had. It kind of blew in rather quickly at 7:30 in the morning and woke me up. So I am a maker. If you are new here and don't know that, I do just a couple markets each year. They are always in the fall, and I usually knit all year round for my inventory. So I decided I better do my inventory and figure out what it is exactly that I had and what I should be working on for the last 2 months. I haven't been knitting as much as I usually do just because of a lot of life stuff going on here, and that's okay. But I pretty much have half of the inventory that I had last year going into market season. So the crunch is on. And I'm going to share with you where I'm at with that. So I've got, several bins done. They are all tagged and ready to go and finished, which is great. And I keep track of my inventory on this little, just a notebook, just to kind of motivate myself and see where the holes are and what I should be making. Now, primarily I make mittens. But I do have some leftover stock from last year with some hats, which is fine. It'll be good to have a variety. I don't plan on doing hats in the near future, but I do have some, and I have some random toys of things I tried, like that squirrel and the elephant and whatnot that I've shown throughout the year in my channel. But as for mittens, currently I have 86 pairs of mittens done. And when I mean done, they've been turned into animals, they've been tagged, they've been put in the bin. 40 of them are adult mittens, and I have around 7 pairs that I still have to finish. So I'll have 47. I'll probably make some more. And I have 2 pairs of youth size, which is kind of an in-between size. It's like a small ladies. I really need to make more of them, but I'm just really not motivated to because my best seller is toddler mittens. It has been since I started making them during the pandemic. So I have 44 pairs. I know you think that is a lot, and you know what? It is a lot. However, this first market that I'm doing is a 3-day market, and I only brought 25 pairs to that market last year because I'd never been to it before. I didn't know what to expect for the crowds and how people would welcome my product or not. So I sold out the first day. So I feel like I want to have, I know this sounds ridiculous, but I'd love to have 100 pairs of mittens if I could for this market in toddler. And I do have a lot of mitten clips and everything ready to go with them. So I've been working on that. So I have 44 done and dusted in the bin. My mentality of all this is if I have the stock, I'll sell it because it sells out so quickly. I'm just betting that it will sell. So I did make a pair of these pink mittens that are going to be for pigs, little piggies. This is what they look like here. I include mitten clips with my toddler mittens, and I think that is part of the appeal for when they sell because kittens don't want to lose their mittens. And I don't really want them to lose their mittens either. Now, my customer base is generally grandmas, aunties, and best friends who buy stuff for their friends' kids. The parents, are on budgets, I get it, and don't partake as much as the gift givers do. That's why I always do fall and winter markets. So I'm going to make a lot more of these. This is made with Nana's Choice yarn, and the pattern, just the basic pattern that I use is the Tin Can Knits World's Simplest Mitten Pattern. And I do make a larger size as well, which is like a youth small adult size, but I haven't been making any, and I need to make more because they sell as well. But the toddler ones are the big hit because they come with mitten clips. Found this pair, which is mustaches, and I only have the 1 pair. Aren't they cute? Oh my gosh, they are so cute. And I thought, what can I make that's, maybe a non-animal related mitten to go with these? So I came up with just these ones, which are, now they don't line up, and I need to talk to you about this. They don't really line up. And is that okay? Well, I'm just going to keep knitting the yarn, and hopefully some of the other ones will line up. And I have 3 lone mittens here. that I've made. And I'm on another one. So I think these ones could probably work out. Don't come at me because it's red heart yarn. But honestly, when you wash red heart, it's fine. And I will only make kids mittens in acrylic yarn. Now these are car mittens. They aren't 40 below mittens. They're for the car. They're for little kids. And this is the yarn I was using, Super Saver Fair Isle, in the color newsprint. So I have quite a bit of it here. I'm just going to knit it up. I think if I can't get them to line up as well as I'd like them to, turn them into cats. I'm going to use just simple black ears and just put faces on them, and I think it'll distract from the patterns being different, because then they'll be kittens from the same litter, I'll say, and they won't necessarily match up. Contemplating what to make for dinner. I have gone out to the garden, and the peas, we have so many peas, but they're not ready to pick yet. But let's go get some potatoes for dinner. So as a maker, I don't really do commissioned work anymore when people ask me to custom make something for them. But I made an exception for my cousin for these kitty bears that I was showing during my Christmas in July. And it is proof why I no longer make commissioned work, because it took far longer than it needed to. And I'm done them. I'm going to share them with you. And honestly, I'm glad they're out of my life. My cousin doesn't watch this. So, I mean, they turned out okay. I'm not super happy with them, but you can be the judge of that. I was making a Susan B. Anderson pattern, which is called Bear in a Bunny Suit. I've made them before. This is what it looks like. It is a paid pattern. I will link it below. My cousin wanted me to make cats of the same concept. So essentially, it is a bear with a hoodie that comes down, which has rabbit ears. And it's super, super cute. It's a great baby toy. I make it in acrylic yarn, and I have used the Vanna's Choice yarn, which is a beautiful yarn to work with for this toy. She wanted cats, these kitty cats, and when I last showed you on my Christmas in July series, I had the cat done, but I still needed to do the tail, and we were waiting for these little decals that she wanted me to sew on, because her friend is in the UK and she wanted it to be in a Canadian flag. She really liked the heart-shaped flag. She didn't like it. It clashed. So we had a long talk about that. And I said, well, go back to the lady who made these patches for you. See if she can make them any smaller. It's 1.5 times the size, if not bigger than what we asked for. And see if maybe she can do it in black and white. Like, that is not the Canadian flag color, but you're still going to get the idea behind it. Then I worked on the tail, and I thought, okay, I can do this. It's not a problem. I know how to knit. I've made tons of toys. I don't know what I was thinking that day, but the tail ended up looking like a chipmunk. It didn't look like a cat. I was super disappointed. I sent the picture to my cousin. She didn't like it either. We just nixed the tail. Then I kept thinking about it. Well, does it even look like a cat? So maybe I'm going to give it another go and do the tail. Actually stuffed the tail this time. We got the new decals. They looked much better in size, as you can see. Sewed it on, and it took a while, but I got it on. Anyways, let's look at these bears, because my goodness, it took a long time. She wanted the decal in the front. So here is, I've got the little tag on my little. Here is the first one. Here he is, and here is his tail. I stuffed it. Like, does it look like a cat? I've lost all perspective of this. And it is a hood, so the hood comes down, and it is a bear wearing a cat suit. So this is bear number 1, and this is bear number 2. Now this is the one that really clashed with the red Canadian flag. I think they're okay. I think they're okay. These decals might be a little crooked. They were very, very hard to sew on, but I'm happy to say that they are done for twin boys in the UK. The only thing I will ever customize is I will make an existing thing that I make. If you want it in a different color and I have the color in stock, I'll do it. But I'm not doing this change this animal to that animal thing anymore. Like, I'm kind of done with it, because I probably could have made 5 pairs of toddler mittens just working on the tail and sewing on this decal. Like, it probably took me an hour to sew on each decal because it was so hard to get the needle through. And I swear I was going to get blood all over this thing because I kept pricking my finger even though I had a thimble. She says she likes them, and that's all that matters. Like, what's wrong with me? Why am I not? I'm just not motivated to do things. Acquisition. So next. One of this is an acquisition that I bought a while ago, and I want to talk to you about it because I want to kind of talk to you about, I don't know if this is the normal trend now with some yarn shops, but people are offering gift certificates at a reduced price. So Polka Dot Creek for Mother's Day had gift certificates 20% off. So I ended up buying a $100 gift certificate for $80 for myself. And I just sat on it for a while, and then I ended up purchasing some stuff with it. So I'm going to show you what I bought with that gift certificate. And then I noticed just the other day, and I missed this, that Lichen & Lace had the same type of sale where they had, it was at the end of July, I believe, a discount on gift certificates. So is this a new thing? Is this something new that yarn stores are doing? Because I think it's a great benefit for customers if they are interested in buying something but just don't want to at the moment. I've been eyeing this up a while, and it is a mini pack of theirs, a mini bouquet. They call them yarn bouquets, and it is Irish cream. Look at those colors. Some of them are speckled, this guy. I just absolutely love this color, all these colorways. Now this is called Irish cream. I believe they also have a cowl pattern on their website to make it. I'll put it up here if I see the photo. I mean, I don't know what I want to do with this, to be honest with you, friends. I have no idea, but I was eyeing this up for a while, and they are only 10-gram minis. I love minis, but I hate weaving in ends. I have to practice the Russian join. So I have no idea what I want to make with any of these colors, but I just absolutely love this. It's very fall-like, but it's very Irish Bailey's creamish in a way too, like these kind of colors. So this is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. It is a fingering weight 4-ply, and you get 12 10-gram minis in it. I bought one of these, a classic sock in natural, to go with it, because I thought, well, maybe I could make something with it, and then this could also be used for anything. And this is their 100 grams, 463 yards, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, in the same fingering weight 4-ply. Any ideas? This is going back to old Diane, who never has plans when she buys stuff. But I just love this colorway. I just absolutely adore this combination. This is what I got from Polka Dot Creek, which is a Canadian company in Airdrie, Alberta. They do have a new shop opening. I do not remember where it is, but they've had a lot of stuff about it on Instagram. Now, I don't know if they're going to have 2 shops or if they're moving their existing shop to the new shop. I really don't know. The other thing I bought, and it's funny because it really goes well with this Polka Dot Creek yarn, is I went back to Darn Yarn and picked up a couple things. I got an incredible mystery bag from them. I opened it on July 25th, which is the final episode of my Christmas in July series. If you haven't watched it and you like mystery bags, I encourage you to check it out. And one of the things I got was this Earth Yarns beautiful, like a chocolate brown color yarn. Look at this together. So I got a lighter brown and I got this darker brown, and I was talking about how I am doing, again, a Polka Dot Creek Advent, a 12-day Advent, where it is wrapped, and I'm going to open it up and I'm going to make a sweater. And I thought, well, this would be a beautiful color to go with that sweater as the main color, and then have stripes with the minis in between it, and maybe just do the sleeves in this color. So I ended up going back and I bought 2 of them. So I have 3 in total. I want to use this for my Christmas sweater because the Advent that I bought has Christmas tonal colors. So when I think of Christmas, I think of greens and reds and maybe a gingerbread, perhaps like a vintage white or a creamy white color. That's what I think of when I think of Christmas colors. Traditional Christmas colors, I think, is what the listing said. So I'm thinking of doing that, but now that I see it with this, I don't know. But I really love this color. Now, Darn Yarn, they're from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. This is a monochrome fingering hand-dyed extra fine merino. 435 yards, 100 grams, fingering weight, 100% extra fine superwash merino. So there's no nylon in this. I just absolutely love this rich brown color. And I have one that is a bit lighter. So now I have options. This was $30 on their website. I put it in my cart and I checked it just before doing this video. I put it in my cart. It still said $30. When I went to check out, it was on sale for $24. So it doesn't have it listed in the main. Maybe it's a glitch. I don't know. But if you're interested in buying any of this stuff, do a little pretend shop and see if you can get it for that sale price. The apples are just bursting. They're just bursting. So I'm going to go outside and pick some apples. I might need hubs to help me with the tall branches, but I'm going to try and do it on my own. I am not much of a baker, so I have 2 options for it. One is I found a recipe online for a stewed apple in the Instant Pot, or I might make your traditional apple crisp. But I'm going to pick some apples and then I'm going to run out to the store and get some vanilla ice cream because we need vanilla ice cream with this. And then I think we're going to make one of these desserts for later. So come along and help me pick some apples.
Well, I had a bowl with ice cream and it was delicious.
So excited about the Olympics. I cannot wait. In fact, as you watch, if you're watching this on Wednesday, I'm probably watching the Olympics. I probably am. I've gotten really into them this year. I'm really enjoying them. I'm just going to keep on knitting mittens, but I'm going to maybe I'll try and do a tutorial for next episode because I have to finish those mittens anyway. Maybe I'll do a pig mitten tutorial, which is also the same as a pug dog tutorial, which I'll show you. It's just changing the colors and the nose. And I do want to do a chicken mitten tutorial as well. So I'm just going to be doing a lot of mitten making around here. That is my goal for August. And my birthday is this month. So the last week of August is going to be my birthday week. The whole week. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I do have a gift from Kathy to open. I've also ordered myself a birthday box from Cambridge Fibers Limited, and I told her specifically I wanted sock yarn, and she had a couple of hand-dyed options. I said throw it in, maybe a project bag or a learn to crochet kit, something like that. So I'm getting that, and we'll see what else arrives in the mail. Take care, be well, and we will see you real soon. Bye for now.